Stephen Jones is joining us now. Absolutely. Let's talk with him. He's joining us now on the Buyers Barricades guest line. Thanks, Pledge. Stephen, I know it's been a busy Thursday for you. With what happened last week in Buffalo and with this big game coming up against Miami, how's the mindset been inside the building?
I think it's been really good. Obviously, we knew we were up against a very difficult situation in Buffalo, and they needed to win the game to keep their playoff hopes alive. And, hats off to the Bills. They played really well. We made some critical mistakes at the wrong times there early in the game, between the roughing the passer and the roughing the punter, and then had a chance maybe to have a fumble that we didn't end up challenging because it was so quick. And, we just you get behind a really good football team in a hostile environment like that, then you've got a big mountain to climb. So we feel good. Mike been coaching this team now for several years, and it's rare that it happens. It may have happened during the COVID year, but I don't think he's ever lost two back-to-back. He always gets his teams ready to go. The energy levels have been good around practice this week, and I feel really good that we'll bounce back. This is going to be a tough game. We're playing on the road, obviously, against one of the best AFC teams in the league. They're explosive, all the way around. They're a well-coached team, and we'll have our hands full.
Stephen, just a little bit of a concern for Cowboy fans when it comes to injuries. We see Tyron Smith and Zach Martin, both of those guys. Can you give us an update on their status for Sunday?
Yeah, they continue to progress. We'll just have to see how it goes. But right now, feel good, that we're going to be having, for the most part, a full hand. Hankins is probably a long shot, and Tyron's a work in progress, but I think Zach Martin's making a lot of progress. So we'll just have to see how it goes, but feel good about what we need to do. And, this team all year has been next man up if that's what we need. But same time, we've been fairly healthy, and we all know how important this game is to us.
And Stephen, you mentioned the fumble in Buffalo and the fact that they didn't show a replay on Fox, and it was so bang. McCarthy didn't get a chance to challenge it. Is there something within the league about how quickly replays need to be shown? So, because I know fans and coaches are watching the same feed, in this case from Fox, but they never showed a replay. Is that part of something that the competition committee needs to look at when there's a play that close?
We've looked at it. That's something that's very difficult to manage. I mean, I guess at the end of the day, we finally, up to this point have lived with the fact that it's part of it. And when you're at home, you can control the narrative better. When you're on the road, that's part of being on the road. So, you just got to make your decisions based on that. Mike understands that. And as well as anybody, he made the best call he could at the time, and you just move on from it.
Stephen, speaking of the officials, there's been a lot of criticism of the officials this year. First of all, your feelings on how you think they've done, and what can make those guys better?
I think they do their job at a very high level. I mean, this day and time with the clarity of the screens that we have, the HDs, and you look at all the things that go with the replays and the scrutiny that comes. I think our officials do a hell of a job. I mean, our players aren't perfect on the field. The coaches don't always make perfect decisions, and the officials aren't always going to make perfect calls. So that's just part of it. We'll continue to obviously help them in any way we can, but it's real easy to point a finger when a couple things don't go right. We understand that, but overall, I think our officials do a good job. Can we always be better? Of course. Can the Cowboys improve over the next 3 weeks? Of course we can. Can the staff do better? Of course we can. That's part of the game that we're in.
Stephen Jones of the Dallas Cowboys joining us here on the Blitz. Big game this weekend in Miami. It's obviously Christmas time. I'm guessing a win on Sunday is probably the best Christmas gift that Jones can get, right?
I think I'll let them clear my whatever's under my tree out if we can get a win. I'll take that over anything and everything other than, as we all know, the health of our families and our friends. That's what we cheer for first and foremost, and what this season's all about. But as far as any type of Christmas gift I'm going to get, I'll take that one. I'll take that win against Miami.
Absolutely. I'm greedy. I want a big win in February. I've had an ornament for years that says all I want is a Cowboys Super Bowl win.
Well, you didn't go that far. if we end up in that is the ultimate gift. I didn't know that was on my list.
It's your list, man. It's all on there. Stephen, I know it's been a busy day for you. Appreciate you taking some time to come on with us down here in San Antonio. Have a Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Stephen.
Hey, Merry Christmas to everybody. Appreciate all our fans, and hope y'all have a special holiday.
Appreciate it. Stephen Jones joining us on the Buyers Barricades guest line, where they provide traffic control, rental, and sales for San Antonio and beyond, online at buyersbarricades.com.